Most High Mind. This is Ras Timotheos. Peace and blessings to the Most High Mind. Man and woman are the reflection of the multiverse. It is the multiverse of many different tones, frequencies, and vibrations of light and sound, which then form geometric patterns which we know as physicality. Light condensed into 3-density formation, or the lowest projection of energy. Man and woman are the universe within the multiverse, the sun within the universe, just a reflection of the sun in the oversoul of the multiverse. The mind of the multiverse reflected into the universe. Within the multiverse exists the mind of the divine mind. And within the mind of the divine, of the multiverse, exists the mind of the universe. And within that mind exists the mind of our solar system. And our solar system is the universe which we dwell in as it exists within the multiverse. We are the universe on earth, and with our minds we are connected with the mind of the multiverse. The head of our bodies is our Ras, our higher selves. And we are what we create with our Ras, or our higher selves, which is located on top of the head, or the cerebrum, or the kingdom of the divine mind, or that which should be worshipped, that which should be recognized, that which should be identified. The Ras is the head of 3-density being. 3-density being, light, sound, and geometric pattern. Thoughts and ideas which are embodied through the divine mind, or self created out of the mind and body of the divine. The physical body of man and woman is a smaller microcosmic version of the multiverse and the universe in one, containing the divine mind, or the spark, the divine spark, consciousness, life, animation, spirit. When man and woman realize themselves as the Ras, or the higher self, the priest of the temple of their body, presiding over the spiritual faculties and the physical faculties of the innerverse, or the body and mind of the universe, they liberate themselves from the ignorance of the lower intellect, or the lower mind of the humanistic self, the ego, and they stand as the sun of the solar system, of the solar system, of the solar system, of the soul system, a reflection of the universe as energetic and spiritual. The solar system, the solar system, is a body created out of the thoughts and ideas, or light and sound vibrations, or energy held within the projected outward thoughts of the center of the divine mind to manifest itself into being. Or the Ras and the thoughts, the divine thoughts held within it, which creates the physical body, regenerates the physical body, and manifests itself from the heart center of being. When man and woman are realize that they are the universe of a multiverse, and uniting this universe and this multiverse, realizing the union between this universe and multiverse, the spirit, the animating principle, through the Ras, the head of the physical body, then man and woman realize the hidden and unseen mystical aspects of themselves, or the spirit mind of the spirit, mind and body, of the mind and body, or the psyche and the body embedded within it, or the body which is the projection of the psyche which is embedded within it, of the soul embedded within it, of the spirit which animates all of it, which is embedded within it, of a snippet of the multiverse. The universe, or man and his body and his awareness, is comprised out of energy, incorporeal, and matter, or corporal information. Subtle patterns of spiritual information come together in a balanced form of equilibrium and forms energy which comes together through an unseen or hidden force to create what is known as being, or physicality, manifestation, matter. This hidden force brings all thoughts and ideas, feelings and emotions in line with the Ras, and which then manifests that which is being brought together through man, which is spirit and his awareness, his mind, his ideas, thoughts, and a body to express the spirit and the psyche, or the thoughts and ideas and the emotions, the feelings which are embedded within it. The starlight energy gives light to the hidden or dark aspects of the universe, which then reveal the planet's physical, just as the human body and the so-called chakra system, which is a representation of spiritual faculties within the self, or there's also 12 different faculties that unite man to the cosmos, which is the light that gives, or the giving force, the spiritual information, the spiritual wisdom, to spiritual regeneration, or the transmutation of awareness to the higher self, unto a higher plane of projection, which then regenerates the physical body temple. The great work that is done within the temple allows the priest to regenerate their spiritual congregation. Just as the sun gives light, or wisdom, awareness, and animation to the earth, life to the earth, thoughts to the earth, and influences our beings within the earth, within the universe, within the multiverse, the stars, the planets, etc., are just represented in the physical body of the human being as the limbs, the organs, the muscles, the tissues, etc., which are faculties of the physical body. The spiritual body is made of the etheric thought forms, or the incorporeal thought forms within the mind, and expressed through the spirit awareness in the mind. The spiritual body is built by continuous contemplation, or right thought, righteous thoughts toward our Ras, or the higher self, and its innerverse, or the mind and spirit that dwells within. So when the priests of the temple divine, the initiative of the temple divine, takes over their universe, or realizes the divine inheritance of the universe, they become the Ras head, the spiritual master over the universe, the physical body, and the physical body becomes the temple of the Most Highs, or the Most High mind, divine aspects of self, or divine aspects of the universe. And so to every physical aspect of the body of the universe, there's a spiritual aspect manifesting or causing to happen or exist or change, transform, and animate within the body. So the Ras is the kingdom of heaven, or the kingdom which is the top of the head, or also known as the ganglionic nerve in scientific terms. So the kingdom of heaven is located on the top of the head of the physical body. It also signifies the mind, the brain, the cerebrum, the chakra system. Think about the two highest chakras on the physical body. So the king and the queen, or the energy principles, must unite along the spiritual centers through mind, body, and spiritual unification. These centers are located along the spinal cord of man and woman. And so deities, gods, goddesses, and all these things are principles. Not just things, not just people, they're principles, which are spiritual and unseen aspects of self. They represent an energy or an unseen aspect of the self, or the aspect of the universe, which are spiritual faculties of the physical world. So gods and goddesses or deities are manifested symbolically of linear objective idea represented into an archetype or a certain type of pattern, a symbol of an unseen divine aspect of the universe. Heaven is built by the divine thoughts and ideas within the righteous mind through self-discipline and the art which is brought and taught and understood within the temple of divine. Through different states of gnosis and divine transpersonal experiences, man and woman realize their ras and become the priests of their temple and elevate their mind and ideas and thoughts or impulses of the divine mind to where the kingdom has a king and a queen to rule. And self-awareness of the divine self is the realization of the universe or the self beyond ordinary linear mundane states of mind. So one has spiritual states of gnosis or realizations of their universe or their spiritual self beyond the physical mundane linear understanding of self through awareness, perception, observation, and experience. The Ras is the star or the sun within self, the hidden from the mundane states of consciousness. So it is up to the priest to obtain the realization and awareness, the dawning of the truth within their consciousness of the higher self, which is the sun of their innerverse, and the divine spark of their god and goddess, also known as the Ida and Pingala in the chakra system, and raise those divine energies up to the highest aspect of their self within the universe or the physical body. Peace.